Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another Sims video. Today, I thought I'd talk about 14 things that you have to know about this game. These are 14 things I haven't really mentioned too much. I'll be briefly talking about them, and these are things that are really going to make this game the biggest and best Sims yet. Just a little update, I did buy a new laptop very recently, so I will hopefully be able to upload more of these videos. So anyway, let's jump into the first thing, which is adjusting features. So right when you start The Sims 4, you'll obviously make a character or characters, and it's going to be a lot easier to actually adjust the features. Instead of these slider bars, you can just drag their features. This means you'll have a lot of customization, and you'll really be able to make them look however you want them to look. So that's going to be really great for those people that want to make a character that literally looks exactly like them. And to do with this, there's also an awesome new feature now that you can actually adjust each sort of area of their body. So you can adjust their tummy, you can adjust their legs, you can obviously adjust their ass and everything else that you want to adjust from their body. So it really means you can make a sim that looks completely different to every other sim and really makes them the character that you want to make. Another small thing to do with customization is hats. A lot of people hated the fact that hats used to be sort of defaults. They used to come with a certain hairstyle. Now you can have hats with whatever hairstyle you want. So that's definitely a game breaker for me, but that's another quick feature which is good to have in the game. Next big thing, clothing actually has a purpose now. Instead of you just choosing a random set of clothes that look kind of cool, now you can actually choose a set which will bring different sort of emotions and behaviors. So if you're wearing maybe like a red skirt on your girl, maybe it'll have a sort of romantic sort of emotion that sort of it brings along with, obviously, as you can see the picture there. So it's really cool that now things actually have a purpose, unlike before. Along with this, decoration also has a purpose as well. This isn't the color as much, because I don't think color makes too much of a difference, but it's more about the things you have on the walls. So if you have, sad paintings or something, it might bring a sort of more sad feeling around the room. And just in general, all the decoration actually has a big sort of meaning now. It doesn't matter if it's comfy or not. I mean, it does matter, but that's a sort of separate thing to the actual feelings that Sims will get when they're sort of sitting on it and stuff like that. Another big thing is they've added 2 relationship bars now. So this means that it's not just a friendship and relationship and romantic bar. Now there's 2 separate ones. One is friendship and one is romantic. And I'm not going to talk about this too much, but you can just imagine the sort of things you can do with this. Next thing is relationships are going to be a lot more complex than they normally are. As you can see in this picture, this guy, he sort of wants to kill himself. He's not too happy with the situation he's got here. But yeah, pretty much every sim will have their own sort of emotional state. And that's sort of directed around not only who they are, but also everyone around them. So if they're not happy with their wife or girlfriend, then it'll be a lot clearer than it was before in previous sims. Another big thing they're adding is death and divorce is a lot more of a serious event now. Unlike the sort of week after someone dies where people are mourning them, now it's a sort of a lifetime thing where they're constantly sort of scarred about a death or a divorce. Once again, a lot more realistic. As you'll notice, a lot of these features are just adding realism, which is great. Next thing, Sims are able now to multitask. Thank God, this is one of the features that I've really wanted in The Sims for a while now, and this is a great feature, and now it pretty much means, I suppose, you can talk on the phone while driving. No, I'm only joking, that's illegal, but like you can maybe talk on the phone while you're cooking, or I'm sure you'll be able to do heaps of awesome things at once, including having awesome group discussions, so that's going to be awesome. Once again, a lot of realism is going to be added into this game. You can just imagine, 5 or 6 people having a group discussion while someone's sort of also making a beer or something in the kitchen. Or not making a beer, but, maybe opening a beer for everyone in the kitchen or something like that. Once again, group discussions is going to be awesome in this game as well. Next thing is achievements and in-game rewards and stuff like that. There's going to be a lot more of that. Personally, I'm a bit of an achievement guy. I don't know why I hate the fact that I'm like this, but I always want to try and get trophies and achievements. But for some reason, it really just influences me to try and do a certain thing. So lots more of them in The Sims 4. And obviously, there's going to be heaps of cool, fun things to do to actually earn those rewards. Next thing, the building. I won't talk about this too much, but building rooms is so much easier now. You can just drag things. You can literally copy and paste or cut and paste a room and put it somewhere else. The whole issue with a second story house in The Sims 3 is now completely gone. It's going to be a lot easier to build and create stuff now. For me, one of the things that I love most about The Sims is the actual building part. Just in general, building is going to be a lot funner and easier than it ever has been. Next thing, the gameplay screen has a complete makeover. As you can see the picture right now, it looks a lot more modern and slick. I don't know if this is the complete look of the menu because this is early days, but we do know that they're going to completely redo the gameplay screen, which is good. The next thing is houses are going to look a lot more realistic than they ever have as well, which is great because houses did have a sort of tendency to look a bit, a bit unrealistic, and now they're going to have a lot more sort of lifelike looks to them in the way that they're decorated, the way that they're built, and the sort of different roofs and stuff that they have on them. Lastly, everything is going to look more realistic, despite the fact that people are complaining about the cartoony sort of look of the game. Personally, I like it a lot, but as you can see from this screenshot, it really does look good, and it's not too cartoony, and just in general, the character modeling, the housing, the whole world looks a lot better than it ever has, and it's really coming to life. So let me know what features you're excited for in The Sims, and hopefully you've learned something from this video, and I'll see you guys later.